Good morning, Paul Georgie from Allendale, November 24th. It's the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and we want to start by wishing everybody a very safe and happy Thanksgiving. Also remind you that we will be updating the morning coffee here on Friday morning. At that point, we will not be updating our research products, so you can still get in touch with us by calling us, and we'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have. But the markets this morning look like we're going to be higher here across the board in the grains, anywhere from 4 to 6 higher in the corn and wheat. Beans could be anywhere from 10 to 12 higher. Basically on follow-through buying from yesterday, lack of any selling, as much as simple as that sounds, but that is what's going on here. Volume has dried up. We've seen guys that have been short wanting to cover their positions, seeing some buying step in that way without much of any setback in the trading throughout the day. Volume has been yesterday limited to the end and the beginning of the day. At times we had spurts throughout the day, but very light volume for a couple reasons, because of the extreme volatility that we've seen in these markets, and also because of the option expiration holiday. Trading is also impacting us here and will continue to impact us today. We had some excitement overnight. We jumped to the highs of the overnight session and basically have just sat there. Now, if you look at the charts, we're up against resistance, downtrend resistance lines, and some overhead resistance in the soybeans. So will this hold? That will need to be tested here today. Reminding everybody, we've got a option expiration for the December contracts on Friday. We do have a shortened session on Friday. We'll be closing at 12 noon in the grain markets. So all of these will impact the markets here, and will certainly create a lot of nervousness and volatility in the market. The dollar right now, we're sitting down about 10 points. Crude oil up 40. The gold is down about $5, and stock market is up sharply here. The Dow index is about 75 higher as we speak. We did have jobless claims come out here this morning at 7:30. That was the lowest, a drop in unemployment, put us to the lowest unemployment level since July of 2008. Other news that we can reason we can find some strength in the grain markets is the basis levels are certainly starting to improve here. Central Illinois basis improved several cents yesterday. Grain has basically stopped moving. Producers have got the grain in the bins right now, and that has basically shut off any movement, and any elevator or user that needs corn or soybeans right now is going to have to pay up for it in order to pull it away from producers until after the first of the year. Historically, we usually have the best basis around the first weekend in December, so we've got that ahead of us here, and would expect basis to improve for those of you that are trying to decide when to sell some cash grain. The option expiration, we got the $5 call, still have over 38,000 open interest, so that more than likely will give us some reason to have some movement here on Friday. China did announce over last evening that they are thinking about increasing and extending this high tariff season for their fertilizer as well, in order to keep more fertilizer in the country, not allow it to be exported. That is also showing some signs that they are very serious about controlling that inflation in China. Bean news, really not much going on. The technical action is probably the most important. We've got resistance here around the 1250 area in the January contract. We'll have to watch that very closely today. In the wheat, we had Japan buy one cargo of food quality wheat. They canceled a tender to buy feed quality wheat, and then they come back a little later and retendered to buy some feed quality wheat. So those are things happening in the grains. In the livestock, cutout values there were mixed. The choice was down 82. The select was up 63. We did have very active trade yesterday in the cash cattle trade. $3 to $3.50 higher, put the market up around the 101.5, 102 area. This reminds me a lot of what happened last month. Packers came in toward the end of the month, last weekend of the month, bid up for cattle and bought a lot of cattle, and then the following week they were quiet and drove prices lower. So those are something that we're watching there. In the hogs, we had cutout values up 128 yesterday. We did see and expecting an improvement in cash hog demand and pork demand here after the Thanksgiving holiday helped support that, and also the higher corn prices helped drive hog futures higher yesterday. They're sitting right against some resistance technically as well. If we could punch through that today on a lighter volume, we could see a sharply higher market there. So things are going on. We do expect a quiet trade actually after the first 15 minutes to half hour here, but stay in touch with Allendale's research. We'd be happy to answer any questions you might have. You can call us at 800-262-7538. We wish you a very safe and happy Thanksgiving. We'll talk to you on Friday morning. Thank you.